Okay, yeah, who ready to be angry? Also, apparently, from my perspective, this seems to be an out west thing, because I don't see this anywhere, and I'm on the coastline, but I went to Virginia, Ohio, and West Virginia, all those little blankets of stuff, and it's a whole lot more common than you think. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalpieceofsh, because maybe Thanos was onto something. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and to see more content like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on the notifications. Okie dokie, let's go. A lot of people think the virus is caused by 5G, like these idiots who cut the phone lines to a vital healthcare provider. You gotta kind of wonder what goes through these little tinfoil hat wearing people, if that's giving them generous things, to think that's a good idea and totally there's a relation between the virus and phone signal. First time posting, this religious group comes by my place of work and lectures people walking by. From left to right, women belong in the kitchen, weak men create S's, and feminists are witches. Why is this reminding me of the Clayton Bigsby Dave Chappelle skit? I can't show anything in regards to what the actual skit is about in any way, shape, or form, but anybody of Google, you'll be able to know real quick why I'm thinking of this. Okay, so the context for this one was basically this customer, or they said it was an animal called a customer, decided to go around the store knocking everything down, and honestly I've had to deal with this kind of stuff before and I absolutely hate it, because you'll have people that just walk in and they'll just do anything they want, and I mean literally anything. I've seen people let their dogs do their business 6 feet away from me and then walk away. It is absolutely stupid, and honestly, if somebody walks in, deliberately does this, they should be legally required to stack it back up, because you are a pain in everybody who works there's butt. Instructor 1, I ought to backhand you right in your teeth. How is that for anxiety? According to parents, that's a secret audio recording of an instructor talking to children inside a special education class at this location's school in this place's town. This person sent her 8-year-old daughter to class with a recording device after the child didn't want to go back to school. Stuff like this is kind of why I'm thinking that some sort of recording device, whether it be audio or video or both, and actually would probably be better, it should be required to hold teachers accountable for their actions. Because I know for myself that there were some situations in classes that were just absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's stupid, and for some reason teachers feel like they have command over everybody when they're in class. And I'm not talking like the whole look at the board thing, that's part of their job. I'm talking about the whole, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. No, you don't. That kind of stupid, ridiculous stuff is the kind of stuff that they need to be held accountable for. 2 Portsmouth men arrested in the fatal incident of an 18-year-old at this place's hotel. An 18-year-old man, along with another man, have been arrested in the offing of another 18-year-old at the hotel in this location in April. Yeah, I can't be the only one that hates anybody that smiles in a mugshot, especially after a crime like this. I do, however, find it really, really funny when you have somebody smiling in a courtroom and then they realize their sentence is something big like life, and the smile just falls off their face. Fact, black men prefer us Caucasian queens over you apes. Can't wait to have my beautiful mixed son. Racist and stupid, what a wonderful double duo. Man who sucker punched a dancing boy sentenced to 7 years. Blank pleaded guilty to a second-degree assault in Cape Girardeau. A viral video captured the unprovoked attack on a 12-year-old last year. So not only was it a kid, you decided to punch him when he wasn't even aware you were there. I'm sorry, but you're not just an a-hole, you're a coward as well. Hope you enjoy the next 7 years behind bars. And just in general, anybody that thinks that sucker punching someone is a good idea, or if you do actually get into a fight with somebody, you have your friends gang up, so it's like 7 versus 1, no, you're cowards. And I saw the same thing happen while I was growing up in school. Whenever there was a school fight, it would always be like one-on-one until the person that doesn't have the group of friends started winning, and then everybody else started jumping them. Oh yeah, by the way, at that point, then the teachers step in to help. Man charged with animal cruelty after punching a puppy. I'm sorry, but what? How bad? What? Wait, not only is it a bad parking job, yeah, this guy ain't even part of the Jeep community, and if he had a duck, I would deduck him. And seriously, don't even complain about not being able to park because the vehicle is so big. I get 2 things. One, you're in a big handicap spot, which is an even wider than normal handicap spot, which is, because seriously, that thing looks wide as crap. And secondly, I drive a Gladiator, and I can fit that thing in a single parking spot. I can back it in, I can put it in front ways, I can do whatever I want, and it's a vehicle. And it's also also about 3 or 4 feet longer. I don't know, the pickup truck version is a lot longer than the 4-door, I can remember that. So don't even try to start complaining about how it's impossible. On October 28th, 2012, a 17-year-old blank and 2 friends were riding their bike home across this road in this location after grabbing a late-night bite to eat. According to news reports, they were struck from behind by an SUV driven by a woman named This, the wife of a police officer. Blank was thrown over the roof of his car and was apparently alive when paramedics arrived. He was pronounced dead 2 hours later at this center in this location. His family and friends were devastated. Blank wasn't given a breathalyzer. She wasn't thoroughly questioned. She and her husband, a police officer, were allowed to leave the scene while other witnesses were asked to stay for several hours. Many of us are asking if the police mishandled the investigation and why they didn't ask all the questions that should have been asked. Last week, the wounds ripped open all over again. Blank, the woman who hit this person, is now suing that person's estate. She's suing a dead boy for $1.35 million for her pain and suffering. According to Blank's statements of claim, her enjoyment of life has been and will be lessened, and she has sustained and will sustain great pain and suffering. She even seems to blame Blank and his friends in her statement of claim, which states that they were incompetent bicyclists. So let me get this straight. This person ran over a kid, killed the kid, and then got to leave the scene, and then was suing for money because their emotional state was abruptly changed. And you're saying that it was a great pain and suffering. Yeah, tell that to the kid that flew over your windshield. Or better yet, his family, because, they're probably a little shooken up. Or maybe even a little bit more shooken up than you. But of course, that last statement about incompetent cyclists, yeah, no, they weren't. Incompetent cyclists are the ones that like to ride on the road with going by all of the liberties of being a vehicle without having to obey any of the road laws. Those people are incompetent. You know, the ones that'll run through reds, run through crosswalks that are full of people, not even slow down or even think that they're there. Those people are the dum-dums. And I honestly really hope that the victim's family countersued. $200 each. They're valid and good for a year. IK, all city worker jobs are making these mandatory now, so they hecka need and perfect for traveling. Oh joy, just what I was expecting. Fake vaccination cards. 1 star. Went in here for a visit and didn't find anything that I couldn't live without. Photographed the sign saying, please be aware of breakable items. If you break it, please pay for it. And criticized it on social media. I received one of the most condescending messages from a representative of the store saying the poor non-profit card as a reason to post signs that are legally unenforceable. That sort of attitude from staff will keep me from coming back here again in the future. Yeah, oh darn. For somebody who didn't even buy anything, you definitely seemed like you had a major effect on the business's finances. That's totally gonna get him. Oh, by the way, about the whole thing being unenforceable, sure, you might not be able to buy the exact product, but I do believe that destruction of property does have a fine that might be a little more than the little knick-knack that you just broke. Am I the a-hole for offing my sister's cat because it was being too loud? Gee, yeah, this one's gonna be difficult on how. Yes! What? What the fuck? Me, 16F, and my sister, 7F, have always gotten along pretty well. I'd brush her hair, we'd play with her dolls, I'd let her paint my nails, etc. One night, I was in my room trying to sleep when I heard her cat meowing outside. I tried to ignore it, but it was getting too loud, so I picked her cat up and threw it in the oven and then went back to sleep. Morning comes, and I hear a pounding on my bedroom door, and my sister flies in, face covered in tears, and she screams at me, asking what the heck I did to her cat. That woke my mom up, and she came downstairs and asked what my sister was going on. I started to say that my sister was overreacting, but she cut me off and told my mom that I put her cat in the oven. Mom was pissed. She screams at me, calling me a psychopath, and kicks me out of the house. I feel like they overreacted. I mean, it's just a cat. Plus, she only had it for a few months. I was sleep deprived when I did it too, so I can't be blamed. It's not my fault. I don't know, guys. I feel a little guilty. Am I the butthole? Very much. What was the thought process that you honestly thought that oven was the good idea and the first thing that you thought of? And with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and to see more content like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.